I am Dr. Deepak Garg, and today we will discuss a few points about Ewing sarcoma. Ewing sarcoma is characterized by gene fusions involving one of the member of FET family on chromosome number 22 and one of the member from ETS family on chromosome number 11, and they lead to the formation of a FET ETS fusion gene. The most common translocation is translocation 1122, which lead to formation of EWSR1 and FL1 fusion genes, and this is the most common. Approximately 85% of the Ewing sarcomas have this fusion gene, and the second most common is ESWR1 ERG fusion gene, which is approximately 10% of the patients. And the previous terminologies like skin tumors and primitive neuroectodermal tumors are not recommended now by WHO. The age group is 10 to 20 years, and the prevalence of the disease is approximately 2.93 per 1 million population. And the most common primary site is the pelvic bone, femur and bones of the chest wall. And initially when the patient presents, usually there is a high level of LDH and leukocytosis is seen. We talk about the favorable prognostic factors. If the location is peripheral, means on the limbs, then it is a favorable factor. Tumor volume less than 100 ml is a favorable factor. Normal LDH at presentation is a favorable factor. Absence of metastasis at presentation is a favorable factor. Now let's talk about unfavorable prognostic factors. Location, spine, sacrum, pelvis, unfavorable prognostic factors. Metastasis at presentation, unfavorable prognostic factors. Most common site of metastasis are the lungs, bone and bone marrow. So if a patient presenting to us with a swelling, we will first get the primary local site imaging, X-ray and contrast MRI. We will confirm the lesion by needle biopsy, and then for distant metastatic workup we will get the CT chest, bone scan and bone marrow biopsy, with or without screening MRI of the spine, or we can just do a PET scan. So now if the disease is confirmed and if it is a known metastatic disease at presentation, the treatment is NACT, neoadjuvant chemotherapy, which is there for 28 to 49 weeks. There are various protocols for NACT. Usually we follow VAC-IE. After the NACT we will do the restaging again with the local site and the distant metastatic site workup. Then we will do the local control, and then we will give adjuvant chemotherapy. For local control we have options. We can go for surgery in the form of wide local excision. We can go for definitive RT. There are scenarios where we can go for definitive RT. Sometimes we go for surgery with RT. These are all based on the size, site, response to chemotherapy, age of the patient, anticipated morbidity and the patient preference. So once we complete the treatment, then we go for the surveillance. We do the surveillance every 2 to 3 months for 2 years, every 6 months monthly till 5 years, and then annually for 10 years. And for local site we will get the local part X-ray or ultrasound or MRI. And for distant site workup we will get the CT chest and X-ray. Usually we will do alternating. So now if the patient have the relapse or the recurrence, so now the relapse rate in primary non-metastatic Ewing sarcoma is approximately 30 to 40%. If we talk about the favorable prognostic factors in patient with relapse Ewing sarcoma, then late relapse means relapse after 2 years of completion of the treatment is a favorable factor. Metastasis only to the lungs is a favorable prognostic factor. Resectable disease on relapse is a favorable prognostic factor. If we talk about the unfavorable prognostic factors, then early relapse less than 2 years, metastasis to lungs plus any another site is an unfavorable prognostic factor. high LDH at initial presentation and at recurrence is unfavorable prognostic factor. So if we have the relapse, then if we have already given the chemotherapy, primary first line chemotherapy in the primary stage, then here we can consider the second line chemotherapy, which are usually high dose ifosfamide plus minus etoposide. There are other options also like ifosfamide plus temozolomide. They are usually given in the refractory bone sarcomas. Vincristine plus irinotecan plus temozolomide. There are various options. So this was about Ewing sarcoma. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.